It's wherever you guys.
And welcome back, everyone, to the game gallery. And
Sorry to be so
Brian's
much
here now.
trouble, Mr.
We
Cullen.
found him in the other under room. So yeah,
I,
we just
I was stuck in this post system. I was in a tube for weeks. I'm really happy we got to sort that out. Oh, okay. Congratulations on everyone for having skin. I nearly took off all my flesh for this, as is my want, as the little theatre kid that I am. So I decided against it last night.
I don't recommend method acting here, Brian. This
No.
is not the movie, the game for method acting.
No. I can either play Grim or I can play Fandango. We'll find out by which avenue we'll be walking down at the end of this.
The Fandango wing would be accepted, I think. Oh look, we're getting in trouble with our boss, Captain Comb over.
And your unregistered driver and run domino here off the road, all in order to steal a client from her legitimate agent.
There's nothing legitimate about this place. You
Right.
give all the good clients to Domino.
Fact.
Now I'm embarrassed for you. You've embarrassed the whole office. I'm going to call the woman in here so you can apologize to her yourself. Ava, send in.
You know he's a disheveled boss when his shirt is poked out and he's got braces. The braces really make it, don't they?
Yep.
That bottom button is betraying him.
Why does she think he has no wall?
Even in the afterlife, he's still a fat bastard.
Yep.
Now you see why I give all the good clients
Yep.
the domino.
Right,
That
This
woman
has
was a saint,
Pokemon
and a
anatomy
shoe-in for a
written all
double-N
over it.
ticket that she's not
Yeah.
gonna get because you just
Oh,
couldn't
careful.
find
Double
it.
N. Oh,
And
careful.
now, because of her little stunt, she's out there, on her own, walking by herself through the petrified forest, facing the demons of the underworld, alone and unprotected. This is her reward after a lifetime of hardship and public service? Her destiny stolen by some overreaching salesman looking for a fat commission he didn't deserve. Get in there and stay put till the boys
Yeah, that's a bit of a
come
guilt
out.
tripping, all right. Yeah.
Oh
That's,
yeah,
When you say it
100%.
like that, it does. We are the assholes here, actually. Yeah, you're right.
I failed to see the problem. It's entirely what she deserved.
A bit of so. Do you know what? It's a very Catholic thing, isn't it? Do you know what? I was such a nice person in this world. I'll have a little bit of suffering in the next.
Just a little bit. Just a little carryover. Just to bridge the gap.
Yeah. You have to wean yourself off the suffering a little bit. You know.
Yeah. Maybe she likes the misery.
She might. She is quite a bit. She is a bit of a Mrs. Doyle, all right now. In fairness.
I don't see anyone out there.
But yes, no, to kind of fit you in, Brian. So this is all very Cinco de Mayo inspired, as you might probably have seen from some of the previous parts. The whole idea of like Manny's job here is basically he's a salesman for like you know basically like as travel packages to the next world, if you like. So where he is right now is a kind of like purgatory of some sorts. So he basically, based on like, you know, whatever clients he gets, they all have different packages and different ways and means of getting to the next world. Some of them can get by car, some can get by boat, some can get by train. Train is the best because it's a straight line there. You don't have to travel what is essentially 4 years worth of a journey. You just do it in multiple minutes. Whereas, say, if you're a big bastard, you have to get to walk. If you don't deserve comfort, you're not getting it. So Manny's obviously not too happy because he has been basically getting absolute shite to work with as of late.
Welcome to the club.
Oh,
Jesus, Manny, taking this serious.
oh yeah, we've now joined the resistance.
To the headquarters of the
Just that sign on the wall there had a crossbones. Was that like?
Lost Souls Alliance.
Was that a nude? Was that like?
We're always looking for souls.
Maybe, I mean, maybe that's just how people would express themselves in this world, you know?
Intelligence unit. You know Eva, of course.
CM Punk fan.
I was once a
Yeah.
reader like yourself, Owen. But I uncovered a
Quite
web of
literally,
corruption
the
and
underworld city saint.
Yes.
have reason to believe that
The Department of Death, also known as the Department of any other government department.
The Department of Death, insert political satire here.
Oh, I'll be recounting this experience to people in my own Department of Death tomorrow.
You know what? There's a game you might emotionally relate to. It's called Grim Fandango.
Right, it kind of reminds me of
I'm not looking to join
Eddie
any
Izzard.
military organization.
You gonna have cake? Oh, Department of Death. Cake, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd rather
There's no more cake.
Which means, of course, You won't be able to find that woman, and you'll never get her.
Just the DOD.
You're ready to join
Yeah,
the
you know
Prophet?
me.
Come talk to me. We might be
Daniel O'Donnell triumvirate? What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, wow. I tell you what. That fella there, he is not
to a
fucking
secret tunnel out of
boiler
the city.
certified. I'm telling you that
It
now.
opens from here to the LSA only.
Fucking
Well,
tell you that
hardly.
now.
He's part of the resistance, Brian. Like that's the thing. These are combat fatigues. This is a revolution he's trying to start off here.
And as we know by every great revolutionary, not really into bureaucracy.
Nope. Quite the opposite, actually. I think it's the very, very opposite of it.
I don't get it, nor do I, Manuel.
Che Guevara, terrible at paperwork.
Oh Jesus! Like he's just trying to chase him for his tax returns. Are you mad?
Yeah. Imagine, could you imagine? If only he could fill out a few forms.
Looking at that.
Great man for a speech, but get him to minute his own meetings. Fuck's sake! Like
He couldn't minute his own meetings. He could minute a few men, all right. Oh.
So you're not really a secretary.
I'm a spy, Manny.
Well, that's the last time we used that temp agency.
so yeah. By the way, you might recognize.
I've seen.
her.
Yeah,
She's
I
the
was.
receptionist from upstairs.
Yeah, I thought I recognized that skull somewhere.
Ava,
Yeah,
you gotta get me out of town.
it's hilarious. Like she literally is just playing double duty.
We need access to the DoD computer.
You know, you hear the term big boned for people
Yes.
who are curvy, literally.
Yes.
When you log on.
How does it do that? Fingerprints? I don't have
Was
any.
Manny JD McDonough in his life? Because that's a
Scanning your
big
teeth when
forehead.
you log on.
I thought
Do you know what?
that
There are bigger foreheads in this game. To be fair, like it is very likely that he could have been. Like they're all Latino names and such like that. But yeah, it's
If you look very careful, you may see the kettle.
Who is the
Yeah,
fat
there we go.
man?
hang on. What's this? What is this?
This sinister
I'm sorry, Brian, but like in this battle of foreheads, I win.
Is that the?
Salvador
Is that the-
recruited me about a year ago. I
Is that the
couldn't
pot right here,
resist
calling
him.
the kettle black?
Just so
Kneel before you're king.
What are you working on there?
Before I headbutt you into oblivion.
I am the 7-star forehead general.
That's how it works. Actually, the more stars you can put on your forehead, that's
No, it's
That's
just
the rule.
Sal and me right now. But
Yes,
someday-
Dave Meltzer system.
You
That's
wanna
it.
help me out
Yeah.
of here.
Sorry, I'll help you out, but not your teeth. Think it over.
So again, this is how I love how creative this is. Like because like the only equivalent of biometrics in this world is teeth, because you've no fingerprints and you've no hair, you've no DNA. So the teeth imprint is what gets you to access your computer.
Yes. Give me all of your teeth.
Open that door.
Yeah.
Sal. I got places to go.
Fandango
Ready to
housing.
join
Yes.
Oh yes, no, it's Grimhausen. It's Grimhausen.
Grimhausen.
Ever wondered why
Oh,
your
yes.
clients, even your best
Grimhausen.
clients, never
Yes,
seem
yes,
to
yes,
go
very
for
nice,
the
very grim,
packages
very
and all
evil.
they deserve?
Very grim, very
My
evil.
last client in particular, Mitchie.
Very grim, very Fandango.
Qualify, Manuel. Especially her, but somehow somebody with access to the files
So
has stolen
again, let's all act shocked when we hear the Department of Death may be a corrupt organization.
Precisamente, amigo.
I'm battling with the fact of whether that's because they're Mexican or whether it's because it's a political entity. It's a toss up. Which one makes more sense?
They're not very Mexican because there isn't a yellow filter over the camera at the moment. So I
That's
lean
true,
more
actually.
towards. I lean more towards just casual, political corruption.
Yes. Just the usual malaise you get in every public body because everyone's kind of shit at their jobs.
You're
Especially if
dead. Why would you put effort in? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, we're in no rush. Are we, Brian? Are we in any rush? I'm not in a rush for you. I'm grand. I'm happy out.
Therein poses the question: in the afterlife, would you become more rigid because of rigor mortis, or less rigid because of the decomposition?
Well, as I've learned in this game, it is very much a case of like the people in this world are not doing the same things they did in shall we say the land of the living. They are basically getting by wherever they can. So like if there's a job to be done and it's the only way that you can pay your dues, you're gonna pay them to one way or another. Like it doesn't matter if you were a fucking rocket scientist or a gangster in the old world. In this one you could be a barman or a janitor and they all pay differently and they all take about as long as I suppose you are hypothetically required to deem yourself worthy of moving on.
Okay.
So yeah, so I don't know how much LucasArts kind of orientation you have, Brian. How much LucasArts have you dabbled in the world?
It'll surprise nobody to know that I didn't really have the attention span for point-and-click adventures as a child.
Oh, excellent. Well, this actually works out
did.
quite well because now this is in a nice digestible form for you. Someone's done the work for you.
Thank you for telling me. It's literally like that. This is the reason why I watch video games and enjoy doing these videos. It's
Yes.
the Dara O'Brien joke. There's a limit to my skill level to get to the rest of the story.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, what I can also do is I can actually explain to you what the puzzles are like as well. So that's great.
Where were you
yes,
when I was doing the leave insert?
Yes.
I was in another school, my friend. That's where I was.
I like to keep it next to where my heart used to be.
But no, the crack here is, so LucasArts always do this thing when they have basically whatever kind of levels they do. Let's just say if it's Monkey Island or whatever, and they've opened up, they're giving you your kind of up your plot hook and your premise and all this sort of stuff, and they basically just kind of leave you alone to solve a couple of puzzles at the same time. So we got 2 puzzles on the go here. The first one is that we need basically teeth indentations in order to access the DoD computer and to figure out what the fuck is going on. And the second one is Salvador Limones needs carrier pigeons for to act as messengers. So now we're on the hunt for pigeon eggs, and those 2 tasks will get us into the resistance.
Nice.
And why is that important? Because then it gets us out of this shithole of a town, and then gets us after Meche.
Okay. And sneaky drink on the side there. Lovely.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But bear in mind, these guys can't get drunk. Like they have no livers. Like they are doing it purely for muscle memory.
No, they can't get drunk because they're Mexican.
They do have high tolerances, as I understand. Yeah.
And the boys. And the lads.
Yeah.
Cerveza with a side of pollo.
I've done my impression of Danhausen way before I knew Danhausen existed via the Pee Wee Herman dance and the greatest lyric of all time in any single song ever. Tequila. Fuck me. What a glorious liquid.
It is certainly a liquid that exists, and that it is the worst thing when you have like a friend who's a mixologist. It's like, oh, so you give me tequila twice already? I couldn't tell, and that's the scary bit, Kieran. That's the fucking scary bit.
The worst
Like
thing
he needs a lab. Like I don't like the whole idea that Kieran should have a bar. Kieran shouldn't have a bar. He should have, pipettes and fucking lab equipment, and he should be like a mad scientist, like cocktail maker. He should not be traditional.
If only we knew someone who had access to a laboratory.
Your new job, Hector.
Anyway, so back to the game. So
Totally not Jonathan admitting to stealing from work.
I also do have another human who's available if required.
I should also specify, by the way, that I have in the past bought lab equipment for personal use.
The fuck
It's a
were
very
you
long
making?
story, and I won't get into it. But yes, I have bought like.
Jonathan, you can tell me over a pint in Cork. How about that?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. No, there's nothing insidious about it at all. It's purely the fact that, like, okay, if this is gonna work, I'm gonna need pipettes, and I'm gonna need Pyrex beakers, and a graduated cylinder. And yes, that this is all very true.
Yep, and your room has been blurry since.
Just ignore the property of HSE stickers on the bottom.
No, this is before the HSE. I just got it from the source. Like I got it from Lennox. Like just bought them. And the hilarious thing is, the Pyrex beakers still live in this house, and they're normally used for popcorn.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Pyrex speakers are still there. We haven't cleaned them. We also haven't seen them, but we do hear odd noises on the roof every now and again.
We think it's normally birds.
Yeah.
But they used
But
to be
then
birds.
none of us are on the roof to know.
They used to be birds. They're not birds anymore.
No, they're birds anymore. No, they're dead now.
They're undead. They are in fact the pigeons here in Grim Fandango.
I hate it when you accidentally try and make like a diluted chemical solution and you accidentally make the thing. Like that's just what rotten luck to have there, you know?
What you mean, Ben Grim Fandango?
Yes, as he likes to be called. Yes.
Oh man, hook me up to Fantastic Four. I can't wait. I want to see someone do it right. I adore
Yeah.
the Fantastic Four. Holy mother of pigeon.
Yeah,
There's a few of them there.
there's a collective noun of dead pigeons. So yes, they're also
like the
protecting
looks
the
of those
eggs
pigeons.
because
Oh, yeah.
of course they are.
Shoot.
Yeah.
So so the first trick is to trying to clear off the pigeons. So
So we're going to decapitate them all with this scythe.
we're not going to do that, thankfully. No, what we're going to do is we're going to
No,
we're going
going
to
to
use their pigeon
we're
things
going
for
to
their advantage.
We'll decapitate them with this baguette.
Okay, Brian, I know you're new to this, but the solution is not decapitating pigeons.
Are you seeing why I had a problem playing these games?
Just there going like, I don't understand. Why did decapitation work? It always works in other games.
No, I definitely play by Roger Rabbit rules. The funniest answer is the answer.
Yes.
Um,
Well, then you should play Tombstone because that game pretty much is just that.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's me sorted. So I actually bought a legitimate video game the other day. Oh yes, Animal Crossing.
Oh yes.
I purchased it for the better half, and I've not seen it since. So
Yeah, Animal Crossing does it to people. Yeah, you might have actually lost your wife to Animal Crossing.
Yeah, mine evolved from. At first, it was Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
And then got her a gaming laptop, and then it evolved into the world of Steam. And now
that'll do
it's
it,
like it's just fucking.
that'll do it. Yeah.
The library has expanded.
It's a good thing. It's healthy. We all need
Oh
our
God,
hobbies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Piñata.
Yes. So seeing that it is the Day of the Dead celebrations, they have.
Oh, there's Balloon Man again.
Let
Yes.
us take a little more
So-
bread to honor the dead.
So this Balloon Man we were relying on very heavily for.
That wouldn't be a very good
For,
use of this
The
special
rerouting
supplementary
expedition,
bread.
shall we say?
Yes, let's go with that. Yeah. So hilarious enough, like you can get 3 different things from this guy. You can either get a dead worm, which is obviously just a dead
Yes.
cockroach.
My special.
You can get apparently a dingo, which is what we're asking for
And
here.
finally, the Mexicans' biggest export, cocaine.
Well, no, actually, it was Robert Frost. It was the other option. So, because the joke was, the joke was, he can do anything from an animal to an insect to a dead poets. For some reason, Robert Frost is an option. So yes, you can actually get a balloon. So that weird squiggly thing you're looking at, you're seeing in our inventory sometimes, is apparently a balloon rendition of Robert Frost.
Fantastic.
Yes. So.
Why? I wonder. Do you ever get this right? I wonder why there's always like a military-style drum roll whenever somebody climbs a rope. Do you ever notice that? It doesn't matter whether it's a game, TV
That's
show,
That's
movie.
a montage thing. Yeah, that's
Do you know what I
the.
mean? You always get the military drum roll.
Yeah, it's all that kind of early Warner Brothers cartoon kind of like.
Because you're,
I
you're
watched-
climbing up a high thing and you might fall over. Like, it's the. Yeah. Also, that and, like, kind of rope climbing is kind of a skill you kind of just attribute to, like, boot camps, really, isn't it? It's
I
like,
guess.
like, for some reason,
yeah.
crawling through mud is either just, like,
Anyhow.
someone's sick fantasy or it's, like, first day 2 in a boot camp,
Any old Yankee Doodle Dandy with their rope climbing in gym class may send shivers
Yeah.
up and down somebody's spine.
That's true, yeah.
Aye, that's it. We'll put the pigeons out with fire extinguisher. Oh, there we go.
No,
Get
we
Robert
are going
Frost.
with the links of
Frost.
hot dogs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Robert Frost has been
Hot dog
deployed.
links. Here we
Yes.
Maybe that
Here
will
we
scare
are.
them.
Pigeons.
Now, Ryan, why are you putting the balloon in this hatch with the bread? What's
Yeah.
gonna happen, Ryan? Quickly, before it happens.
Put the balloon. Oh, you're making hot. Are we making hot dogs?
No.
Is a greyhound going to show up and start racing around them? Or what do we?
I would like that. I would love that personally, but no.
So-
I mean, what's gonna happen when they try and start eating the bread?
Oh no, they're vegan, so they'll become outraged and storm off.
Of course, Brian. Yes, you're absolutely right, Brian. The balloon will pop, and will scare the pigeons away.
In which case we
Yeah, beat it,
can
you
then
little
steal.
ledge pickers.
You can steal the egg.
I'm sticking with outraged vegan pigeons. That's my answer. And it
That's your final answer, is it?
caused the correct result. Therefore, I'm right.
You must come with me, young ones, for I am the Grim Reaper.
Baby killer. Baby killer.
Man, are those pigeons gonna be ticked.
Baby killer.
Man, are those pigeons gonna be ticked.
If
Did you get your
anything,
eggs?
these eggs have been chosen for a worthy cause, as arbitrarily decided by us.
Thank you.
I was gonna say the American government uses that as excuse for everything.
That's
Uh-huh.
like reminds me of the lads from Toy Story. You have saved our lives. We are eternally grateful.
Extremely grateful, yeah.
The claw has chosen us. Ooh, the egg.
It's going to a better place.
Buzz and Woody, what are you doing here?
Agent Calavera and 2 guests.
I love that.
Ah yes, Buzz and Woody. And he's only 2 toys that match with his mother's also.
Da da da. I wouldn't like to see Andy's mass version of Mr. Potato Head.
No, it wasn't the same.
That's
Or
actually-
Slinky, for that matter.
Yeah, insertion's not my thing anyway.